Hello bros, I'm Contest Vexio, BroFive production, and next part, the Dragon Age start going right here. Alright, this might actually be the last part. I actually have to lower the sound because I haven't done that yet for some reason. Something here. I know it!
I shall do it. As you say.
I have many health potions, but none of them give me the boost I want. It's gonna become very chaotic. Yeah, I think it's 3 ogres behind this door, but I'm not sure. One, two, and a Hurlock Emissary, of course. Alright, let's fight! Oh, come on, let me down! Let me down this instant! What? You're gonna... My plan worked perfectly! Get out! Stand up and take my sword in your big fat head! Who's that? Let's go kill that guy too. Hey dude! You can do the lure, you know, something. Who's that? I defeated ogres. Actually, that was way too easy. What happened? I'm gonna check all these chests. Health pollution. Yeah, probably isn't named health pollution. Photon health pollution.
Allow me.
I don't have sufficient skills. My skills are superior to any. What the hell is that? Oh, it was a window.
Allow me.
I don't have any sufficient skills.
As you say. Allow me.
Oh yeah.
I could do that for you.
Oh, that's gonna be really useful. This one I'm gonna find out when I save the archers and the mages for them. Alright, let's go to the rooftop. I'm seriously freaked out. This is the end fight. That's an archdemon. You can't go in close combat with that thing. Alright, I'm gonna go where I usually am up here. That actually didn't barely hurt. You see why I send out the archers, right? The close combat thing is really hazardous. So I send out the archers because that will be absolutely superior to take it down. That is what I don't like about it. Oh shit, they're coming after me.
As you say. Very well.
Where is it?
It is me.
I don't know if I even hit it, but if I do hit it, that's great.
It is me.
Where is it? There it is.
I shall do it.
You have like 5-6 archers at you. Oh, it's coming up there. You did? Oh, it's over there. Fire everything you have at it. Oh, Liliana's down there. You're leading the archers in the front lines. Great, Liliana. Great. You're absolutely moron. You don't lead archers in the front lines. Oh shit, one person. Oh, I got an idea. I'm gonna summon my spider. Run! Run, you little bitches! Actually, what archery abilities do I have? I have like that, but that's a passive one. While active, this archer stands receiving a bonus to defense but slowing the rate of fire. The archer carefully places each shot for a maximum effect, while in this mode this decreases the rate of fire, but I mean I need to fire fast. The pinning shot will do like nothing. I would like that scatter shot. But you see why I wanted to spend much in archery, because I've never been able to take down each arch demon without being an archer. Attack that thing! Yeah, that's not a dragon, that's a thing. Actually, it's time to actually do some group heals. Attack my spider! It's fucking OP. Actually, I want to do one thing right there now. See, this did 96 damage. I need to fix it. See, now I have the damage to counter 30 damage. This is fucking OP this ballista. See, now we can't reach it because it's in a position where you actually can't reach it. So what I'm doing right here, right now, is I'm finding the ballista. But when the arch demon is there, they're also sending actually dark bomb.
As you say. I shall do it.
Insufficient skill. Eliana, did you actually fix it?
Yes.
Insufficient skills. Great. Yeah, I should dodge one over there. Yeah, I should dodge one in a lot of places. But I'm letting the elves take care of them. We focus on the arch demon because that's the one we have to kill. Oh, what the hell is that? You're cheating! You got it with a fucking vortex or... it's called vortex, right? What? I resisted it. Whatever that was, I resisted it. I have insufficient skills to load the ballista. Actually, there's a ballista there and a ballista there. I have no idea. Yeah, unlock ground toss from level 0. Hurlock ground toss from level 0. And Hurlock ground toss from level 0. I was gonna keep on firing.
Is that all you've got? Away with you!
You're doing great here. Do a group heal. See how much damage we have taken, and we haven't even gone close to going down yet. I mean, the Archon is one of the easiest fights. Of course, if you're low level, you have no chance of taking it down anyway. But what you have to look out for is the other dark part. Just kill the Archdemon, pretty much. But the other dark spawn is the one that's causing a problem. See, Archdemon is down now. I kill an Archdemon! Not everyone can exactly say they have killed an Archdemon. We won! I just ran straight through the dark spot. Without an Archdemon, they don't want to keep fighting. That was a massive explosion. And we died! No, we actually didn't die. I'm pretty sure of that.
And then it was over. With the Archdemon dead, the Darkspawn horde quickly crumbled. Most fled back into the deep roads. They would remain a threat in the years to come, but the Blight had been ended before it had truly begun.
Queen Anora.
Ferelden had been saved, and the entire kingdom rose up to joyously greet its queen. Grey Wardens stood redeemed, and a new age had begun. But at what cost?
Keep an eye out for merchant so you can sell crossing. I finished the game! That's also the thing that's like an option.
My friends, we are gathered to celebrate those responsible for our victory. Of those who stood against the Darkspawn siege of Denerim, there is one in particular who deserves commendation. The one who led the charge against the Archdemon and killed it remains with us still, an inspiration to all she saved that day. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the hero of Ferelden, the first Grey Warden to defeat the Blight since Garahel 4 centuries ago. Grey Warden, it is hard to imagine how you could have aided Ferelden more. I think it only appropriate that I return the favor. Is there any boon you might request of Ferelden's queen?
I ask that land be granted to the Dalish, your majesty.
I think that can be accomplished. Let it be known that the hinterlands to the north of the Kikari Wilds, including Ostagar, are hereby granted in their entirety to the Dalish elves. It's rugged land, and there will be much for us to work out. But let's hope this is just a first step in our people working together. Let it also be known that the Arling of Amaranthine, once the land of Arlhau, is now granted to the Grey Wardens. There they can rebuild, following the example of those who went before them. What are your plans? Will you remain with the Grey Wardens?
I think I will travel, at least for a while, time.
I don't suppose the Grey Wardens are really in a position to stop you, are they? Then let me say, I hope your travels bring you back this way soon. You will always be welcome here. There is a group of eager Ferelden citizens waiting outside to get a look at their hero. I suggest you make at least a brief appearance before they storm the gate. Just tell the guard at the door when you are ready.
Let's see, where did Leliana go? Oh, she's over there. Let's see, who can I talk to? Let's talk to Legane. We're gonna talk to everyone.
So it appears that Riordan was wrong. I find it difficult to believe that he deliberately misled us. Have you another explanation for what happened?
Morgan helped with her magic.
I should have known. The witch disappeared not long after the battle and has not been seen since. I assume this was expected. Still, the Orlesian Grey Wardens have been persistent in their questions, and tend to keep any thoughts on the matter to myself. I understand you're leaving soon. I've been tapped to lead the Grey Warden recruitment efforts here in Ferelden. Anora's influence, no doubt. I would have preferred she not interfered.
It seems a fitting task.
True enough. Let us put an end to the chatter here. I'm sure neither of us has the stomach for it. Go and return to your celebration. Regardless of what I might think, you ended the Blight. You deserve your accolades.
How incredible that it survived. It has exceeded my expectations.
I did better than survive.
I will agree with that, grudgingly. Thankfully, it appears to be the exception when it comes to its kind. Otherwise, I might be forced to revise my opinion completely. But it is time for me to find my own way. Its quest is done now, and thus it is less interesting than before.
What are you going to do now?
Travel. North, I think. Or perhaps east. Though there is an ocean that way. I may walk on the bottom. I don't know. Perhaps I will meet it once again in its travels. Or perhaps not. Either way, I wish it well.
Ashara.
Andera Natishan Dalan, it is so wonderful to see you again, healthy and whole.
Ashara, you made it.
This is your day, Dalan, and I could not bear the thought of not seeing you on it. It is only too bad the rest of the clan could not join me here. They send their well wishes with me. The Keeper was especially proud of the word of your victory. She said she cannot wait to tell the other clans. And this thing you have done, land to settle on, I cannot express what this means to the clans. Imagine the look on the Keeper's face when she learns of this. Will you come with me to tell her?
There's nothing keeping me here.
Wonderful. You will see the joy this will bring. It will be a day to remember for a very long time. I could build a house on land that is my own forever. Is that not the strangest thought? But I should not take up so much of your time. Go, Dalan. Celebrate your victory and be merry. The gods smile on you truly.
Let's see, who's the next one? That's actually Liliana.
So here we are. The conquering heroine has won the day, and now she takes her bow and exits the stage. A fine ending.
But does the heroine get her girl?
I don't know. I haven't read that part yet, have I? You'll have to tell me.
The hero always gets the girl.
Oh, is that how it is? You know, I can't help now but think of my vision. The Maker sent me to help you, and look what you did. It's a miracle. It truly is. I've been asked by the Chantry to return to the Urn of Sacred Ashes. I need to make sure it's protected. Maybe pilgrims can even begin going there again.
Do you need help?
If you'd like to come, I'd be glad for the company. Especially yours. The expedition leaves in a month. We can talk again once the celebrations are done and make preparations. I look forward to it.
Humans have a better taste for spirits than I thought. The ale up here is actually good. Orsamar ale tastes like dirt in comparison. Probably because they put dirt in it. Go figure.
Is that all you can do now? Do you think you might go back to Orsamar?
I don't know. Maybe eventually. Well, that pot-bellied son of a whore Tegan said I'd pass out before drinking an entire barrel of pickle juice. I aim to prove him wrong.
So I will see you around then.
Very likely. Though if I'm passed out drunk, I may not see you. It's been good traveling with you, Warden. Don't get lost in the shuffle now.
Let's see. Let's talk to Stan.
They call you Hero. I have not heard it used before, but I think I understand the intent. The Arishok on occasion has declared a Kunari to be Kunoran Vel, one who serves as an example to others. Such examples are always made after their death, however, a death in service to the Kyun. A living Kunoran Vel would be too proud.
Nothing wrong with a little pride.
Of course you would say that. What the human custom has in common with our own is that the declaration of a Kunoran Vel is a cause for much celebration. It is one of few occasions when the Kunari are permitted to engage in revelry. There is imbibing of spirits, public chanting, meditations abandoned. It is madness.
This is an madness. Everyone is just very relieved.
Yes. Were I too weak to protect myself, I suppose I would also be vastly relieved to have a hero save the day. I suppose I should tell you. I have decided to return to my people. Your quest is done, and thus so is my reason for accompanying you.
That will be a long trip home.
Yes, but it will be welcome to be amongst familiar things again. You showed great skill in defeating the Archdemon. I am pleased to have played a small role in that victory. Perhaps we shall meet again. Should it be in battle, I will not seek you out. Anahedan, Warden.
I think that was everyone.
Are you ready, my lady? The crowds outside are getting restless.
Yes, I'm ready. Let's go.
Right. I'll take you there now. Follow me.
In the months that followed her coronation, Anora proved herself an adept ruler. Trade agreements with other lands quickly brought new funds into the royal coffers. And with them, the queen saw the capital rebuilt, the army was restored, laws were passed to encourage freeholders to produce sufficient harvest, and plans were conceived for in university. As the years passed, Anora continued to rebuff the advice of the Ferelden's nobility with question, and then she married though prospective suitors from other nations visit them from time to time. The queen only comment is that all of them fall far short, for the bar she measures them against that of her father. News of the Urn of Sacred Ashes had been found in Ferelden did not spread outside the Chantry until Brother Genevieve made an announcement several months after the defeat of the Darkbond. The manuscript detailing this research and his experience with Andrasti's cult drew huge interest among scholars throughout Thedas. Some years later, the Chantry announced that the resting place of Andrasti's ashes had indeed been found. They were located, however, in ruins that were also the lair of High Dragon, thus proving too dangerous to approach. Many made demands to secure ashes so that followers could turn their pilgrimages and partake of their healing powers. Following numerous failed attempts to deal with the dragon, the beast finally flew off and found another haven, but leaving the mountaintop sanctum in ruins, and excavation found no traces of the urn. People began to doubt that the ashes had ever been found, while others claimed that the cult of Andraste followers stole them from the temple. Still others say that the Maker himself removed the urn, deeming mankind unworthy of it. For now, what happened to the urn is simply unknown. Following the months of the effort, the Tower of Circle of Magi was finally cleansed of the lost spirit that slipped through the veil. No further abominations were created, and the first enchanted living was placed to declare the circle safe. All that could be saved had been. With the slavers shut down in the Alienate, the lot of the city-born elves improved for a time. But food shortage years later forced Queen Anora to come down hard on elven rioters and act not quietly forgiven, and signs of tension between the elves and humans were far from resolved. Shanna continued to be an outspoken member of the alien community, and in time became newly elder. The outspokenness earned her frequent trouble, but served her people well. All human returned to Reykjavik, beginning the long task of rebuilding. He found the village already bustling and eager to leave behind the memories of the terrible nights facing the undead. Conrad was sent off to study at the Circle, and considering his early experiences, he excelled in his training and easily passed the harrowing and became full mate. At his father's urging, Conrad accepted a position in the Tevinter to undertake a formal study of the faith. The daily lives prospered after the siege of Denerim. Living earned much respect their part in the battle, for once human lads welcomed the wandering folk. The new keeper Lania was respected both amongst the Dalish as well as the Ferelden court. She was a voice of reason, and other Dalish clans would turn to her to help resolve disputes with human folk. In time, many of the Dalish clans moved to the new land provided for them in the south near Osgard. Wary of their human neighbors, however, tensions soon rose again, and only Keeper Laniana leadership kept peace alive. In Orgrimmar, King Haramont found himself in a portrait battle against Balin's rebellion that left him unable to gain the stability he needed. The clan lords objected to many of his measures in the assembly, and only his efforts to increase the warm isolation from the surface met with any success. In time, Haramont's health began to fail. Some claimed it was poison, while others said it was a flagon of spirit. Either way, after a protracted illness, the king finally passed away, and the wrangling of Semmir's successor began almost immediately. The dwarven mage Dagna ultimately completed her studies at the built a circle tower of the surface. Eventually she published a comprehensive theory of how lunar vapors relate to the supply of magic and gained a great deal of attention. They inspired mages from other parts of the Tidus to establish a new circle of magi in Orgrimmar itself, one that had ready access to Dwarven lyrium, and lies outside the Chantry power completely. The willingness of Orgrimmar to harbor apostates sparked an outrage and began whisper the divine was completing a new exalted march. Although the Anvil of the Void was destroyed, rumors about its location creeped into Orgrimmar years later. Thanks to the defeat of the Darkthrone on the surface, a few determined to smith and managed to locate the Anvil remains. They examined the ruins of the Anvil, and upon returning to Orgrimmar with their finding, convinced the Shaperay to attempt to recreate Caridan's research. A new golem was created, bound with a spirit taken from the Fae. The golem immediately went insane, killing several Shapers before it was destroyed. The research was branded extensively dangerous and sealed away. Whispers of its extensive circulated through Orgrimmar, however, and deemed among the Smiths cast the reopened Caridan's research refused to abate. As good as her word, Morgan disappeared once the Archdemon was slain. Someone of Morgan's description was seen traveling alone months later, heading west through the Frostback Mountains, and she may even have been with child. Alistair was true to his word and did not return to the Grey Warden. He was last seen before the Chiefs hiring a Rivani ship to take him out of Denerim, and an attempted coup to overthrow Anora a year later bore Alistair's name, but no proof of Alistair's involvement was ever supplied. A haggard, drunken man was seen in the tavern in Starkhaven, bitterly claiming to be have once been a Grey Warden and Prince, but drunken men are not so rare. Both Romy and companions who helped defeat the Blight eventually scattered to the Four Winds, drawn either by personal duty or the call of further adventure. Circumstances indicated that they would not see each other again, at least not for a time. As the Blight lands began to heal and the Grey Warden slowly rebuilt the Order in Amaranthi, they discovered that the fight against the Darkspawn was not yet complete. Although the Horde was routed and had dissolved upon the Archdemon's death, many of the more powerful Darkspawn survived to organize ravaging warbands that preyed both upon the land and upon each other. Their warbands spread havoc, and some even journeyed west into Orlais and crossed the Shining Sea by the deep road. They proved incredibly difficult to wipe out. But these are tales yet to be told. This tale ended when Meromi sank her blade into the Archdemon head and destroyed it forever. It was not the last that Ferelden would hear of her, however. It indeed weren't the last. Because if we see other campaigns, Dragon Age Awakening. that is the next one we're gonna play. This actually is a continuation from the Dragon Age Origins. But I'm not gonna start it this time because of course we're gonna be thrown directly into a battle. I would say that much. So next time you will see Dragon Age Awakening. I hope by my time comes I will be able to buy Dragon Age 2 because I'm a little short of money right now, so I can't exactly buy it, but I will buy it as soon as I get a stable income again, and that will get on with the Dragon Age story. And of the course of the Dragon Age 2, I'm gonna play Dragon Age Inquisition. I never finished that game, so I don't know too much about it, but I have played at least half of the game as far as I know. But at least that was all I have for Dragon Age. I would not suggest you buy the game if you don't want a more complete story, but if you pretty much get some mods that increase how the game looks, I would say it's a game worth buying. I didn't download any of those mods though, because I didn't want to make it too complicated. But at least that was all I have for this time now, so hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. BroFive!